Once, there was a boy named Ahmed. Every night, he'd wake up screaming, saying a shadow stood at the foot of his bed. At first, his parents thought it was just bad dreams. But then, things started moving in their house. Doors slammed, whispers echoed from empty rooms, and objects vanished overnight. One night, Ahmed's father saw it too, a tall, faceless figure by the doorway. This wasn't a movie. It was a real case from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, reported back in 2014. And to this day, the family refuses to return to that house. You've probably heard stories like this before. In The Conjuring, The Exorcist, Insidious, all about spirits, demons, and things that go bump in the night. But what if I told you these movies weren't just fiction? That every religion on earth, now from Islam and Christianity to Hinduism, Buddhism, and Shinto, talks about these same beings? Different names, same creature, and maybe they're still here. Across the world, people describe eerily similar beings: invisible, shape-shifting, intelligent. In Scotland, they call them shadow men. In Japan, Yokai. In Mexico, La Sombra Negra, the Black Shadow. And in Arabia, Jinn. How do people separated by oceans and centuries describe the same dark figures that whisper at night, vanish in seconds, and feed on fear? A 2018 folklore study from the University of Tartu found that over 70% of cultures have myths of invisible entities that can possess or interact with humans, and many share identical details. Even scientists admit these stories shouldn't be the same, but somehow, they are. In Islam, there's a clear answer. These beings exist. They're called jinn, made from smokeless fire, created long before humans. And he created the jinn from smokeless flame of fire. Surah Ar-Rahman 55:15. Unlike angels, they have free will. Some are righteous, others rebellious. They live in tribes, have families, and roam the earth unseen. And sometimes, they interact with us. One of the most well-known cases was reported in Oman in the 1980s. A man named Salim said his home became haunted. Objects moved, footsteps echoed, and whispers called his name. When an imam came to recite Surah al-Baqarah, witnesses said the air turned icy cold, lights flickered, and then silence. The imam said calmly, "They have left." In many Muslim countries, ruqya sessions, spiritual exorcisms, are recorded even today. People speak in strange voices, react violently to Quranic verses, even show strength beyond human limits. Doctors can't explain it, but believers know exactly what it is. Christianity tells almost the same story, of demons, fallen angels who rebelled against God. In the Bible, Jesus performs exorcisms. And centuries later, priests still do the same. The most famous case, the 1949 St. Louis exorcism, which inspired the Exorcist movie. A boy known as Roland Doe reportedly levitated, objects moved on their own, and strange words appeared carved into his skin. This wasn't internet gossip. It was recorded by a Jesuit priest named Father Raymond Bishop. His diary still exists in St. Louis University's archives. Doctors, priests, family, all witnessed the same impossible events. The Catholic Church continues to perform exorcisms to this day. In 2018, the Vatican confirmed that the demand for trained exorcists had increased globally. Their descriptions, unnatural voices, hidden knowledge, violent reactions, mirror Islamic accounts of jinn possession almost exactly. Different faiths, same pattern. It's as if the unseen world doesn't care about religion, only about energy, fear, and belief. In the East, they take other names: spirits, ghosts, yokai. In India, Bhutas are the spirits of people who died unnatural deaths. The Garuda Purana describes Pretaloka, a realm of wandering souls. In China, Taoist monks perform rituals to appease hungry ghosts, who feed on chaos and fear. And in Japan, there's the terrifying legend of Kuchisake Onna, the slit-mouthed woman who asks, "Am I beautiful?" before attacking those who hesitate. Sounds like folklore, until you realize thousands reported sightings across Japan in the 1970s. Schools enforced early curfews. Police patrols increased. The story was even printed in Asahi Shimbun newspapers. Different culture, same fear. And these entities all appear where tragedy strikes, after war, murder, or grief. It's as if they feed not on food, but emotion. Science has its own explanation. They call it sleep paralysis, when your brain wakes before your body, leaving you frozen. During that time, many people see a dark figure, the shadow man. He's tall, faceless, sometimes wearing a hat, always watching. A 2010 University of Toronto study found that 58% of people who experienced sleep paralysis saw a humanoid shadow. Psychologists say it's imagination. But if it's just the mind, why do thousands describe the same shape across countries and languages? Islamic scholars believe it's the jinn, exploiting the space between sleep and wakefulness when your soul is most vulnerable. Maybe that's why people feel something sitting on their chest, whispering their name. Back to where we began. That family in Jeddah, 2014. When a local sheikh recited Quran verses for 3 nights, the eldest son suddenly screamed, then fainted. When he woke, he whispered, "A shadow told me, this is our house now." The family fled. Local papers like Okaz News and Al Madina Daily covered the story, and to this day, the house remains empty. Every religion, every culture, every language, all describe the same thing. Christianity, demons; Islam, Jinn; Hinduism, Bhutas; Japan, Yokai; Africa, Tokoloshi; Europe, shadow men. It's as if humanity has been seeing the same beings for thousands of years, and each faith just gave them a different name. So, do these beings really exist? Ancient scriptures say yes, witnesses say yes, science says not yet proven. But maybe the question isn't if they exist, but why they reveal themselves. Maybe the world we see is only half of reality. And just beyond the edge of light, something else watches. If you love exploring the mysteries that connect ancient belief and modern reality, subscribe to Mind Decode HQ. Some truths aren't found in books. They're hiding right beside us,